I'm like, he talks about her like she's a fucking monster type shit. Like she's a literal fucking monster. And then I was looking up some information on her, and they were talking about how she was like the voice for like Marge Simpson in The Simpsons, and I was like, girl, if the lies can get bigger than this, I'm just saying, because it's like, you know, when a lie, you know, when a kid tells a lie, and you're just like, nigga, like, nice try, you know what I'm talking about? But when an adult tells a lie, but then it's like a kid lie, well, that's Joe. You know, when other kids, like, they can't lie on themselves by their own, so they have to go to other kids and say, hey, don't tell them that blah, 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 blah. Well, that's pretty much what Joe is doing right now. Except at a big scale. Like, oh, don't let him know that my wife isn't fucking real. Even though it's, like, so fucking obvious. Because it's just like, he mentioned something. Number one, like, he's just, like, like, number one, she's not real, because he wouldn't be, he just, like, degrades her, like, in public. Like, you know, subtly degrades her. Um, doesn't really speak good about her, but, like, you know, tries to play it off like he's just, you know, just joking. Um, what was he saying? He was saying something about, yeah, like something about real diamonds versus real diamonds. Because really, at the end of the day, synthetic diamonds are, I don't understand why they call them synthetic. Um, it's because it was made in a lab, but they're still real diamonds. Like they're like the fucking chemical, whatever, the fucking chemical structure of a fucking, in quotes, real diamond is the same thing. And there is no such thing. It's just stupid. It's really just fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. It's kind of like saying like I would rather not like materialize a diamond for myself. I would rather it just like grow underground and for some black guy to fucking in Africa to fucking dig it out. And knowing Joe as much as a libtard he is, he's so likely to fucking like not support that. Like he's so against fucking like slavery and shit like that and fucking like blood diamond type of stuff or even people working at the end of the fucking day for him to like he made fun of her and that the woman that was there which was not his wife for some strange reason she was talking about his wife and he was talking about his wife and then he goes oh yeah something about you know some women prefer synthetic diamonds but not Mrs. Joe not miss girl, not Mrs. Joe Rogan and he was like yeah Mrs. Ditzel. I was like girl goodbye what the fuck no. Mm-mm. I was like, no, like that's not even. You would think how progressive Joe is. Like Joe is like hyper progressive. Like he would rather, like he would rather get rid of a real maid, a human maid, and implement. Like you just know by seeing, hearing what he says 24/7. He would rather get like an AI robot to clean his fucking house. But then he'll be like, but not Mrs. Rogan. It's just like what? So you just basically said that she enjoys to exploit other people. Of course Joe's gonna try to twist it around and be like, oh no, it's that she just likes people being at home with us and cleaning. She likes the maid, and it's just like, but isn't she the most private, one of the most private people to have ever existed? Why would she want another person to be a part of her life? And they always show like she only has like 3 pictures online. It's like, what even is that? Like, why is it that everyone that I know, even if they're not fucking rich and famous like crazy, they have fucking like hella pictures of them on the internet? Like that shit don't make. I'm just saying, it just makes no sense. Makes no fucking sense. She's so private. She's one of the most private people to have ever existed. But then she loves privacy off the fucking ass, but yet she goes and marries a celebrity. Like I don't understand how that's grotesque. That's absurdly incongruous. Same thing goes with Serge Tankian's fucking Angelina Dalmatavian. What was it? Angelina Jolie, Tankian, and then John Dalmayan's Diana Dalmalivian's. Like they're so private and sister. Do you understand what I'm talking about? I'm like they're acting like they're Tia and Tamara, and they married. No, girl, no. This isn't how life works. Okay, it's just it's kind of like coming up to me and saying, oh yeah, I married my fucking cousin. Do you understand? No, I married my sister and had kids with my sister. No. Mm-mm. course Serge is gonna be like, no, not really. And it's just like, yeah, really. Like, that's kind of just a little bit iffy for your fucking blood sister to sit there, and he's gonna be like, well, that's Armenian culture. And I'm gonna be like, no, it isn't. That's global culture. It's kind of a bit iffy, like a bit too close to be with your sister at all fucking times. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I don't know how to fucking describe it, because I guess maybe from like, I guess the specific adults I've seen, like they're fucking siblings, even twins grow apart. You know what I'm talking about? Identical twins. They don't live together. Do you understand? They don't go, and this bullshit that all identical twins marry identical twins. It's just like, no, that's not how life works. It's like trying to make me believe that Brittany and Abigail, the Siamese twins, went and married the same man. No, 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 no. That's all trolling. That's not real, dude. I'm just saying, like, no, I wouldn't do that. Like, if my little brother married a woman and then I go marry her brother, no, that'd be awkward. That'd be kind of like nauseating. And they want to be like, love is love, you can't stop love. But I'd be like, no, like, that's still like, there's something awkward about it. It's just like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, all siblings, it's not like siblings don't get together and stop talking completely. I'm just saying that they like kind of drift apart because siblings tend to be like a bit different. I don't know how to describe it. Even identical twins get to that point where they realize, oh shit, we really are that fucking different. We might look the same, but bitch, you on a whole different level, ho. You're a prostitute and I'm a lawyer. And Serge and John, like, they're really trying to play this shit. Like, it's just so practical. And it's just like, for Serge to be, it just doesn't add up, because a human rights activist is like deeply, 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 deeply. I'm talking about, you can't call yourself a human rights activist unless like you're deeply educated in human rights. Like, I'm talking about like years and decades of education in fucking human rights. Like, bitch, you're beyond your doctorate regarding human rights. And Serge is gonna be like, love is love, and I'm gonna be like, no, it's only love is love in certain situations. Love is love. No, nobody said I'm gonna marry. This ain't Precious. I'm gonna marry my daddy, because I already had 2 kids with him, and it's only family tradition. Because you know how Precious's mom was trying to fucking make it seem like her own mom was fucking crazy. When she was trying to get Precious back, she was like, oh no, my mama said it's for hygienes, that I have to fucking breastfeed my daughter and my husband at the fucking same time. Well, that's what Serge is trying to play it like. He's trying to fucking play it. He's trying to push it as far as he can while making it seem normal. I'm just fucking saying, dude. Like, have you, like, even Nikki Hilton and Paris Hilton, like, you know, they see each other and shit, but it's just like, girl, they ain't fucking dating the same fucking man. Do you understand? They ain't dating. No, like, Nikki marries what was his name? Something Nicholas Rothschild. Wait, her name is Nicholas. Fucking Nikki's name. And Paris goes and marries like his fucking brother, or his dad. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like some shit like that, and be like, well, we're not blood related, so love is love. And it's just like, no, girl, like, no, no. It's the same as Bad Tayo. That shit is so fake. I'm like, AI, girl, y'all on a different fucking level. Because she's just like, oh yeah, I impregnated my fucking stepsister and got married to her. I was like, girl, that doesn't work. That's the first. Actually, it doesn't work. It's not real, because that's the first time I've ever heard of something like that happening. Ever. I'm being serious, like, ever in my entire life. That's the first time I've ever heard of somebody that married their fucking stepsister and got her fucking impregnated. And at such a public scale like that? Like, what the hell? With the whole, oh no, like, we're not blood related, so it doesn't fucking matter. But it's just like family dynamics, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Swear to fucking God. And then this nigga's like so fucking famous. And then it's just like, do you understand? Like, I could understand you being in like some tribe that's far away. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, far away from like people. You know what I'm talking about? Like the fucking Midsummer tribe. But that shit didn't make any fucking sense, because Sweden has like all except, like, they have no they have no fucking excuse. They have no excuse for incest because it's just like Sweden fucking has. They will pick you up with a helicopter. Sweden has different standards than the United States of America. Like you fucking go on Sverige.se and type in I'm looking for this hot black mama blah 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 and this is the bitch I've always wanted. They will pick you up. The Swedish government will pick your fucking ass up in a fucking helicopter and fucking take you wherever the fuck you need. I swear to God, you can go to Sweden and fucking get a mansion. All you gotta do is be like, oh, I'm just here because my family died. They won't even look up your history. They'll just be like, here's a mansion. In America, though, you show up here and you're just like legitimate. Like you're just like telling the truth. It's just like, yeah, my whole fucking family died. I don't have any support. Everyone's dying. I was tortured for my entire fucking life. Blah 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 blah. And they'll be like, yeah, that's no excuse for you to get a fucking nice place to live. You're gonna fucking live in the fucking nasty ass fucking projects with fucking dusty ass fucking rusty ass fucking water, and you're gonna fucking live in a 250 square foot fucking closet. You won't even be able to fit a bed in there, and we're gonna charge you 30 billion fucking dollars a fucking second for fucking even existing in this fucking planet. That's America. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, Bad Tayo, it's just like, dude, like, number one, he's hot. Number two, he's fucking, like, gay. Number three, why is he fucking marrying a fucking woman that's his fucking stepsister and having kids with her? Like, do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, do you understand? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you understand what I'm talking about? It's fucking gross. And evil. Like, it's just gross and evil because he could have any fucking guy he wants, and then he's just like, okay, let me just go and fucking have sex with my stepsister. This nigga was living with niggas, hot ass fucking niggas, fucking hot ass niggas, and then he's just like, okay, well, it's time to go marry my stepsister and have sex with her and impregnate her. That's all AI, that's all CGI, because he was like shoving the pregnant woman, like forcing her. You don't do that to a pregnant woman. Like, you don't force her and push her and all this fucking shit and then tell her, go up and down the stairs so you can pop out this fucking baby. Sprint around. That was not real. No, I'm just saying. That's literally abuse. Like, you don't sit there and shove a fucking pregnant woman and then having dog ass all over her fucking face. Like, straight up, she had dog ass all over her fucking face. Like, shitty ass fucking greyhound dog ass all over her fucking face. I was like, that is not a healthy environment for a fucking pregnant woman. I'm just fucking saying. And your stepsister, like, what the fuck is that? So that means that your stepfather is still your stepfather. So that means, okay, so it's not like they got divorced and then fucking like a billion years down the line. No, even still then, no. That's so awkward. And then he like goes to Australia, and for some strange reason he like adopts this extreme Australian accent that he didn't have in the United States. I swear to God, because he had somewhat of an Australian accent, but it was just like hella Americanized. And then when he went back to Australia, he's just like, oh yeah, I'm so Australian now. I'm like, bitch, goodbye. Literally, I can't. He has so many videos where he's rubbing his crotch all over these men's crotches, getting spanked by men, getting his ass squeezed by other fucking men, get grinding all up on men and shit. And I'm just like, okay, so he does this more often than he holds hands with a fucking girl. I'm just saying, there's just some straight up CGI being used because it's just like I look at often because if I'm seeing like a fucking half and half, like him kissing women and him kissing men, half and half and half and half and half and half, I'd be like, okay, well, he's a bisexual because that's what bisexuals do. They're not. I'm just saying, every bisexual knows this. There's no such thing as a bisexual that's like 99% into men and 1% into women. No. That's just, I'm just saying, that's just not, it's not according to the stat. It doesn't smell good for bisexuals because otherwise you just be like a gay man that's just like, yeah, sometimes I'll kiss a woman here and there, but I won't have sex with her. Do you understand what I'm talking about? People have been pulling that shit lately about sexuality being fluid, and it's just like, no, it's set. Like, that's one thing that's associated with with your soul. I'm just fucking saying. Otherwise, Lady Gaga would have just made a song saying, I wasn't born this way because I change myself and I turn into a different person every day. And I don't have a name and I don't have an identity because every fucking moment of my life I turn gay. Then I turn straight. Then I turn bi. Sexuality's fluid, hey, fluid, hey. Then one day I'm a fucking boy and one day I'm a fucking girl. And then one day I am not either or. And sometimes I am both. And then sometimes I'm a fucking dog. And then sometimes I'm a fucking frog. Oh yes. Remove your name and disown your mom and disown your entire family. Hey, hey, hey. And fucking say that your new cousin is the prostitute that's down the street. It, a different daughter is not a sin because someone in Africa gave you her through a Craigslist ad and then you threw her away because you're no longer a mother. Same fluidity. I was born fluid, and sometimes I am a girl, and sometimes I'm a tree, and sometimes I am a cloud, and sometimes I am nothing, and sometimes I'm everything. I'm on the right track, baby. I'm fluid this way, fluid this way. Ooh, there ain't no other way. I ain't never gonna be something or myself any day, any day. I'm just nothing. I'm actually a black hole. Blah 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 blah. I'm a black hole. Hey, and now I am the sun, and now I'm a t-shirt, and now I'm just a floor, and now I'm a fucking pillow. Now I'm a fucking plant, and now I'm a fucking light post, and now I'm just the sky. I was born to be fluid. Born as a girl named Stephanie, but now I'm just a road named Fifth Avenue. Born as a girl named Stephanie, but now I'm just an avenue called Fifth Avenue. Hey, 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 hey. So there, sexuality isn't fluid, okay? And people will be like, that's your own personal experience. And it's just like, no, it isn't. It's not fluid. Like, that shit makes no sense because number one, that's implying that you're a pansexual. That's it. That's literally it. You're just telling the world that you're a pansexual. Like, that's it. That's it. You're a non-binary pansexual or you're a bigender pansexual, and you're either switching back and forth and trying to fool everyone into thinking that you're just not by gender, you're just fluid. Bitch, I've already been down that fucking road. You're acting like I'm not educated in LGBT matters. Like I'm not gay or something. Like I'm a straight man that's lived in fucking an undocumented fucking North Sentinel Island, which I'm pretty sure they have their fucking trannies there, so. Yeah, oh yeah, Joe is gonna be like, yeah, sometimes he'll pull that shit too. He really will pull that shit. Like he has so many tricks under his sleeve. I'm being so fucking serious. This man has so many fucking tricks under his fucking sleeves. I mean, he's obviously an educated man. Educated people have hella fucking tricks under their fucking sleeve. So there you go. He's smart. Smart people have a whole bunch of they can improv like fucking crazy, and he's gonna improv until Jesus comes, because Jesus is gonna be like, girl, he gay, that nigga gay, that nigga used replicants, that one used CGI, that one used AI, that one flat out bald faced lied to you and said he's straight. He fucking created a clone of his and used a fucking female whole ass out of nowhere fucking replicant, materialized both of them, and had them walking around you fucking acting like they're fucking straight just to make you believe, just to gaslight you into thinking that you're like, you reading his vibes are absolutely fucking nothing. And everyone else who knew that teleportation was real this entire fucking time and could teleport was conspiring with this fucking nigga. And they really just, you've been being gaslighted. That's when Jesus is gonna show up. He's gonna really just look at me and be like, you've been being gaslighted this entire fucking time. by literally fucking everyone. You've been being gaslighted. Like, these people have been knowing how to teleport. They've been using telepathy to literally gaslight you. Like, they make you think that your thoughts, like thoughts that come into your head, they're intrusive thoughts, not just telepathic thoughts. They're not intrusive telepathy, which technically that's what it is. Like, Paris Hilton has been doing that. I've been watching this bitch this entire fucking time. I mean, Jesus would tell me, I mean, it's pretty obvious for Harvard Medical School to literally sit there and say telepathy is a phenomenon. Not a speculation, not something that's being studied, but a phenomenon, an observable fact, something that can be observed because it's true. And Jesus would literally tell me, I mean, you know how the drama works. Harvard would have sued them. Harvard has sued other people before. So why didn't they sue their star doctor, their star doctor of fucking Harvard Medical School, Srinivasan Pillai? Why didn't they sue him? Probably because he's telling the truth. And what did they say? What did they say exactly, Louise? What did they say when Gaga got her award at Harvard, the biggest artist of all time fucking award? They told her, the Jamaican woman, the black Jamaican woman, she said, "Mon, here in Harvard, here in Harvard, here in Harvard, being right is very important. So obviously, if someone was wrong and spreading disinformation and they're representing Harvard, then Harvard has the right to sue them because they're spreading disinformation. So for a person that comes from Harvard and studied at Harvard and got their degree, their fucking doctorate from Harvard Medical School, and was a professor at Harvard, for him to go into his little career on the side and make books and shit and talk about neurology and blah 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 blah, for him to call telepathy a phenomenon, it's really out there. It's really out there because that's an observable fact, and you're not allowed to sit there and disinform people over things that are so sensitive. You're not allowed to do that because that's fucking illegal. So anyway, Jesus would say that. He'd be like, yeah, some people are fair. Some people weren't gaslighting you. Like, they flat out told you the truth. Like, your mom was one of them. Some of the people that you know were one of them, but most of them were gaslighting you. They're making it seem like your eyes were lying to you. Like, you were fucking crazy. That's what they were trying to do. They even went as far as creating fake diseases that don't even exist. That's what Jesus would say. Fake mental illnesses that don't even fucking exist. Calling them schizophrenia, to use that again to gaslight you and make it seem like you didn't just touch what you touched. Like, that doesn't even exist. But you touched it and everyone else saw you do it. And that didn't even fucking exist. Too many, that's what Jesus would say, too many people in front of you teleported. And be like, yeah, those are extraterrestrials, but they're trolls. Extraterrestrials, really, at the end of the fucking day. Because really, at the end of the day, what they're doing is teleporting planet to planet and making it seem like they're gaslighting you into making it seem as if that isn't instantaneous. And they're also over exaggerating it. They're making it seem like it's not just like another Earth. They're making it seem like it's something so extravagant, as if you weren't born in the universe. It's like making Sweden seem like it's the big, and they've done that before. They've made Europe look like it's the most extravagant thing ever. But you already know that people are the fucking same everywhere, so I mean, even Drew Binsky, even that gay ass Drew Binsky said that we're all the same. He traveled the entire planet, and his conclusion was we're all the same. As in, not, you already got the gist, because they try to make you look crazy for getting the gist. As in, we're all the same, as in, we're like too similar. We're all too similar. He didn't mean it in the sense of, oh, we're literally all the same. Like, we're all Drew Binsky. So Jesus will say that, and he'll be like, yeah, that whole Bible, yeah, that was gaslighting as well, because you would think that those people wouldn't be so publicly gay if the Bible was true. So yeah, there's your answer. And God, Jesus would say, yeah, like some things on there are real, some things are just literally like just kind of like that National Science Foundation fucking is teleportation possible fucking article. It was literally like that. The Bible is like that article. They tell you, yeah, teleportation is real and everyone can do it and everyone has the same powers of God. And in the first fucking the first sentences of the Bible, literally said that all of you were created in the image of God. In other words, you're a replica of God. That's literally the synonymous phrase for that. And they practically told you that you aren't God, even though it says it in the Bible, that you are God. You're just like God, as in you're just unique like God, but you're still God. And that's what Drew meant by we're all the same. Like, we all have the same abilities. We can all shapeshift. We can all use telepathy. We can all teleport. But that's the thing about Paris Hilton. Like, Paris Hilton is the type of person to teleport to another planet and do it instant. Like, she's going back and forth instantaneously. That's the thing. But she's trying to fucking make it seem like she's a troll. She tries to make it seem like it took some time to make you believe. She's gaslighting you. Make you believe that there's effort behind it. Same thing goes with Mike Maglack, Logan Paul, Jake Paul. They're all fucking gay. They're all just fucking trolling you. They're extraterrestrials. Um, Serge Tankian, the entire fucking System of a Down. The System of a Down fan base was literally conspiring into making it seem like you're fucking batshit fucking insane. This nigga, like you just said earlier about Joe, they will use every single tactic imaginable to make it seem like they're not gay. Shit, if they'll have to, they will punch you. And you understand why, because they're into you and they violate you just so that you can own them. That's literally it. Jesus would say, I don't know if you ever noticed, but the Universal Declaration of Human Rights is actually a thing. Like, they can't get away with violating you. The only way, like, you have power over them when they violate you. It's just that simple. That's why they're doing it. Don't you really have you noticed that real straight men, that's what Jesus would say. Have you noticed that real straight men don't violate you? Have you ever noticed that? That's why you keep on saying, why are so many weird why do you that's why you keep asking that question, Louise. Why do you I mean, really think about it. Someone would only violate you so that you can have power over them. That's literally it. I'm being serious. Because the wages for sin are death. As in, for example, I already know my own chronology, and Jesus will sit there and say that. I'd be like, well, thank God that you know your own fucking chronology, because that saves you. Because you already know who violated you first. And you haven't been compensated. That's the fucking thing, because they knew how to teleport. They knew how to use telepathy, and you didn't even know. You couldn't even grasp the existence of that. Like, you couldn't understand how that could even be real. You thought it was something that was too good to be true, but it was already happening around you. They just were gaslighting you. They were making you think that wasn't even, like, they were telepathically conspiring, as you can tell in Paris Hilton's fucking YouTube, where she sat there and said, "Sorry, Allah," and then nobody said anything. Jesus would literally just sit there and say, "That's literally telepathic conspiracy. That's the phenomenon. That's the phenomenon that fucking Srini Pillai is talking about. They're telepathically conspiring together to not say anything." You'd be like, that's the only reason why these niggas violate you, because they like you, that's it. And they want you to have power over them, like, that's it. Because they violated you, they violated your rights, and they have to compensate. That's just only the law. I'm just saying, that is so petty. Me personally, I'm like, that is so petty. Why didn't... I guess, but weirdly, that's so weird. But like I said, Search will find every single fucking tactic imaginable, and then they'll try to make it seem like, why are you murdering them? And I'd be like, I'm not murdering them. I'm listening to what you're saying. So if you're straight, then you're kind of semi-violating the gay community. So I'm just fucking saying, because there's no point in sitting there acting like you care about LGBT rights, and then you're over there simultaneously singing about murdering and battering women, and alluding to the fact that if a woman even as much like has a concern, or even as much says like, oh, like, comes and kisses you, and you're just like, oh no, stay away from me, la 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 la, and then I pushed her down the cliff, and then she died, and the whole look, literally the entire synopsis of that song, Lie Lie Lie, is just a story about a woman that came up to Serge, and Serge is trying to manipulate the situation, because it's obvious that Serge, if he has a sister, a blood sister, it's obvious that, number one, she wouldn't agree with that song. She'd be like, why are you trying to make people think that I was fucking you? So anyway, number two, like, that never happened. His sister was never trying to fuck him. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So anyway, he's trying to fucking manipulate it and make it seem like his sister, well, a woman, let's just be real, because the woman in that video was not a depiction of his sister. Let's just be fucking real. If he has a blood sister, that was not a fucking picture of his fucking blood sister. There is not, there, like, fucking just sitting there, and he takes advantage of that, like, that's a violation. And by the way, taking advantage of the fact that there's ignorance in the picture, like unawareness, not ignorance, but more like being unaware of something, and he takes advantage. That's what gaslighters do. Gaslighters love that. They love when you're not fully aware of something to manipulate the situation. But anyway, I know the synopsis of that. Like, he's literally just talking about a woman that was obviously not even... that woman that he presented was not even in the realm of being ugly, so I don't understand what that was all for. But the fucking woman was like obviously all up on him and loved him and blah blah blah, and he was like, if you really love me, then let me go. That's the synopsis. It's a fucking man literally telling a woman, if you really love me, then let me go. And then he's manipulating her into thinking that he's so in love with her that he wants to end it all with her. He takes advantage of that, and then he pushes her down the fucking cliff they were about to fucking jump off of. And then she broke her little bones on the boulders below, and he delightfully smiled. I don't know about y'all, but that sounds more like a fucking, Midsummer, the movie, whenever that Maya girl like rapes the guy. It's kind of like a situation like that. Why is Serge making so many allusions to being raped by women? Only gay men do that, not straight men. I'm sorry, because straight men are just fucking like overwhelmed. They're like, oh my god, like this is too good. A straight man that's into like polyamorous, into hella bi bitches. I'm talking about BY. Sorry, BI. Bi bitches. Are you like seriously? I'm talking about they're bi, like they like other women, and they're just like they love pounding one fucking man. I'm just fucking saying. It's like the perfect. It's like the fucking Muslim marriages. It's like the perfect dream for these girls and these men. Do you understand? And he's talking about how he's actually like murdering them instead. He's like, he's like implying that he's such a big time rock star that so many women come to him, and eventually what comes out of it is violent pornography, women being pushed down cliffs, and he's smiling. If the girl is with him, he roundhouse kicks her until she's okay, and that's not really ambiguous because when he says kick her until she's okay, we can already envision a roundhouse kick that knocks her the fuck out, which is like brutal violence against women. Like flat out misogyny at this fucking point. And then they have songs about comparing cock sizes to other men. That's something I don't understand. Because you kind of have to be naked with a man, and you both kind of have to be erect, and you both kind of have to like press each other's cocks up on each other, you know, like frothy, and to figure out whose cock is bigger than whose. Like that's how it works. That's the legitimate way that comparing cock sizes work. I'm just fucking saying. So I'm trying to piece the puzzle pieces together. Because really, at the end of the day, any gay person could come up and say like, that's really like not funny. Like how y'all are acting like y'all are gay. That's not fucking funny. Especially for a marginalized community. It'd be different if a fucking gay guy was acting like he's straight because the community is marginalized off the fucking ass. Y'all don't even respect gay polyamory. I'm being serious. Like they don't respect that, but they respect. Have y'all noticed that they respect bisexual women being with one man? Have y'all ever noticed that? Hmm. Ever since I was a boy, a little boy, they've always been accepting that. They've never been accepting of like gay marriage, gay guys even existing, gay polyamory. They've never been accepting of that. So that's called marginalization. And Surge is over here making music like that and conspiring with all these other men from System of a Down and trying to fucking make it seem like that's the thing. That's what I was talking about human rights activism. Like a human rights activist wouldn't do that unless he's gay and he's hinting that he's gay to other fucking gay men. That's it. And the ridicule thing, it's like you're giving me more power the more you ridicule me. I'm just being serious because it's just like the UN can just literally look at y'all and be like, I mean, he's being serious. He's not really being irrational. Like I mean, like obviously, like it's not like he's rich like y'all. I'm being serious. Like the UN can just literally look at they just look at the dynamics and it's just like I mean yeah he's being serious. Like I mean like y'all do actually like market yourselves. Like y'all promote yourselves. Like y'all advertise yourselves like fucking off the wall. Y'all have even gone as far as censoring people. The UN will really say that. Like they'll look at that and be like, I mean, like that's literally what's going on. Like he's not out of line for mentioning any of these things. So like they'll literally look at Paris Hilton and be like, yeah, like I mean, he is correct about saying that you're like borderline on sexual assault because you keep on fucking infringing up into the matters intruding up into the matters of fucking gay men. You're a woman. Why are you doing that? Like literally the question is why are you doing that? Because there has to be some reasoning behind that. Oh, you're a dumb blonde? No, that's not the excuse. No. And it's just like that's a problem because I don't want to have power over Paris Hilton. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm not straight and I'm not a bisexual. I don't want to fucking. Do you understand what I'm talking about? I don't want to be eternally powerful over Paris Hilton. Like I really don't even want to know she exists. Now Joe Rogan, him violating me, I'd be like, nigga, like really at this point, it's just like if we're immortal, like you have to fucking die, or I have power over you, up until I say I don't. I don't know, like gay men love it when other gay men have power over them. I don't know, that's just like a kink. Like they always want to be in like this bondage. You know, whenever they're with their couples and shit or their partners, like they all want to be in bondage. Like take bothering me. Give me a second. Fucking annoying. I'm in the fucking middle of something, and I hate that shit when I'm in the fucking middle of something and then someone's just interrupting me. But Serge, I will say he ain't in the fucking middle of something because how do you call yourself a human rights activist and then you're over there making fun of the so-called genocide? That's telepathic conspiracy there because if he's getting away with calling it Nagorno-Karabakh, that's like obviously telepathic conspiracy. I'm being fucking serious. You're getting away with calling. Let's just say that there's a fucking genocide happening in Rwanda, and people are calling Rwanda like the land of crickets. It's like, oh yeah, the land, everyone in the fucking lands of crickets is dying and blah 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 blah. And it's just like, number one, why are y'all bringing Serge Tankian on to talk to the BBC? Why aren't y'all bringing like politicians from Armenia? Why aren't y'all fucking like webcamming? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Why aren't y'all webcamming politicians from Armenia? I'm just saying, like, why? What does Serge have to do about this? Like, Serge has never lived in Armenia, like, for a substantial amount of time. Like, he goes there, but then he leaves. He's lived in LA, was supposedly born in Beirut, Lebanon. You know, like, extraterrestrials always have, like, this little fucking story that they're always born at this certain place and blah, 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 blah. And they're so crazy that they don't know how to fucking live outside of that culture. Like, so crazy. They're always so crazy. I mean, it's obvious, like, really, mathematically speaking, if human rights are a fucking thing, if someone violates you, they are indebted to you. They have to fucking pay back. There has to be compensation. But when somebody draws the line and ravages your dignity, bitch, now they're acting for eternal. They're talking about internal being indebted. And Paris, I'm just saying, Paris Hilton, bitch, like, that bitch can violate me off the ass, and I'd be like, bitch, like, at the end of the day, like, you have two choices, death or just going off into your own realm. I'm being serious. Because that really is telepathic rape. I'd be like, the only thing I would thank her for, I'd be like, okay, well, thank you for letting me know what telepathic rape is. Like, thank you for teaching me on what that is. I'd be like, that's the only thing I would thank her for. And I'd be like, yeah, like, you did some funny things here and there, but girl, you're not a man, so. You're like, girl, you are not a gay man. No. Mike Maglock violated me when he told me to seek help, and I was like, I told his ass, like, I am the fucking help. Bitch, I am my own fucking help. He violated me by trying to gaslighting me into making me believe that nobody likes me at all. Even though he's in the realm of doing stupid shit that would make anyone not like him. Do you understand what I'm talking about? He's really acting like, oh, the superior game. Um, he's playing that shit, the one-upping bullshit, which is a violation. So I'm just saying, like, that's just how human rights work. If you violate someone, you're indebted to them. Like, you have to compensate. Like, you literally have to fucking compensate. And I guess I got lucky because whenever I was born, like, I was already getting violated by people around me and they haven't compensated, so there's the fucking answer. That's just the way human rights work. That's just the way the law works. That's really a massive reason why the FBI has shown up at my place twice in my fucking life. Twice. Even the Secret Service showed up and I was never arrested. And I never got a fucking criminal record for that. And meanwhile, Paris Hilton has a felony. Well, she was nominated for a felony. She just didn't win the award. Mike Tyson did, but she was one of the nominees. You know, kind of like when Nicki Minaj, Lady Gaga, Britney Spears, they're all fucking getting a Grammy. Like, you know, they're nominated for a Grammy, and everyone knows that all of those songs are, like, literally on the same level. Like, they're equally loved. But Gaga just happened to win the award. Well, that was that situation. Like, Paris Hilton was, you know, a nominee for the felony awards, and she didn't win, unfortunately for her. But Mike Tyson won. Um, Mike Tyson is a man. I just wish he. It's like Paris Hilton. Like, nigga, go away. Like, he's so annoying. Like, he looks like somebody that would literally, like, you would tell him to go away because he's bothering you, and he just fucking assault you because he's acting like his like you ravage his dignity. But it's just like, no, you're bothering me. Like, literally by definition, you're bothering me. That's why he fucking has a felony. That's why he's a fucking convicted felon because he does that shit. And then he slapped Jake Paul, and I thought that was just so indecent because it was really like people always went over Jake and they were like, oh no, you're gonna fight a fucking 57-year-old. You're so wrong for that. And I was really thinking like, yeah, Mike Tyson doesn't have it in him like he used to. Like he's 57, blah blah blah. I was really thinking, but when he hit Jake Paul like that, I was like, bitch, this nigga is still a rapist. He didn't fucking learn his lesson. Fucking what? You just like literally like no, because there is still validity in that. You fucking hit a person that's like 30 years younger than you like that, and you have a felony. Like what was even that? What was he trying to prove? What is he trying to prove ever since then? Ever since his felony? What is he ever trying to prove? Like he should just like shut the fuck up. That's what all felons should do. And he goes, I never raped that bitch, and it's just like, okay, there's the fucking answer. There's the fucking answer. He's not friends with the women. He's just calling them bitches. Like, do you understand what I'm talking about? He's not even in the realm of being in the feminist world to call women bitches and get away with it. Yeah, I never raped that bitch, and it's just like, okay, like, I don't know, something just feels like you're fucking trying to make it seem like you didn't rape her, but it's obvious you did. That's why you have a felony. That's why you literally went to prison. Like, of course, he's gonna be like, oh yeah, like it's because I was black, and it's just like, no, it's because you raped her. I don't know. I just found that so off the way he hit him, and then Logan is like, oh yeah, did you even feel that? And it's just like, Logan, that is not your brother, okay? Like you're really acting like that's her brother. It's just more proof that they're both gay. I'm just saying, like it's more proof that they aren't real brothers. That they're extraterrestrials and they aren't gay. I mean, sorry, they are gay. And do you understand, like, sometimes words slip out of your mouth like that and they will try to manipulate it? It's just like, bitch, no. Bitch, no. Mm-mm. I can literally even sit there and say they're all fucking straight, all of them, and I'd still be right. Sorry, I'd still be wrong. Sorry. No, but anyway, I'm just fucking saying that shit was. And I'm not saying that because I like Jake Paul. I'm just saying that because, like, even if he did that to Paris Hilton, I'd be like, nah, that was out of no, because that woman's too small, and he did that. But I have the right to fucking beat her ass because I'm a gay man. He's just some fucking black rapist that fucking tortured Naomi Campbell for 2 years, and that's it. That's it. And he runs around and hits people. Like, he's not fighting because he likes the art of boxing. No, he doesn't even know what art is. He's a fucking rapist. That's it. He likes that because he's a fucking rapist. He loves hitting people. That's it. He's not hitting them for justice. He's not hitting them because he was violated. No, he's hitting them because he's the walking violation. And then that tattoo on his face, I'm just like, goodbye. No. Mm-mm. No, because he hit him hard, and all these people being abusers and talking about, I'm just like, that's not an oh moment because both of them aren't in middle school. They aren't in the same grade. They aren't the same size, same age. You know, in middle school, they always did that because they were all in the same grade, and they'd be like, you just got told, nigga, you just got, why, oh. But that shit, y'all are all grown ass fucking people, like going, it's just like, what is even going on? I'm trying to understand. Like, I'm really trying to piece the puzzle pieces together because I would assume that when you're an adult, it's like you're so, like, you've reached the level of maturity in having sex. And it's just like, why are y'all congregating together to go and bother the public instead? So I'm just coming to the conclusion that these men are gay because it's just like, I know straight men. Like, straight men are tactful as fuck. They don't bother gay men because they don't want gay men to talk about them. They're just nice to gay men. It's just they're nice to gay men, and then they fucking they spend most of their time fucking women. I'm just saying, and they don't fucking. I'm just saying, like, they don't enjoy doing stuff that like brings attention to them to the point that it's just like it's getting in the way of them fucking women. Do you understand what I'm talking about? It's getting in the way of their psychology. Do you understand? Like, straight men are very aware about psychology and stuff like that. Give me a second. Straight men are very aware about psychology and shit like that. So, because they really just want to fuck pussy as much as they can. So they, do you understand what I'm talking about? Because like you come to a certain age and that's what you want to do. They don't even want to be telepathically intruded upon. So really at that stage where they're at, fighting and boxing and all that shit halfway naked, it's just like these niggas got the telepathy fucking intruding all up on them. Do you understand? When you're a public figure, there's no such thing as telepathy not being people telepathically contacting you 24/7. That's why I made the biggest fucking mistake in my entire fucking life. Because I didn't even know telepathy was real. Do you understand? When you're striving to go and be a celebrity, you didn't know telepathy was fucking real back then. So if I knew telepathy was real and I knew people could torture you with it, I would have never fucking done that. Now I understand why Lady Gaga, I would say that so often. I'd be like, damn, it's like she's reading my mind. It's like she knows what's in my mind. Because she'd be creating things that were like, it's just in the sphere of the LGBT. You know what I'm talking about? The telepathy of the LGBT. And I'd be like, why is she creating the art that I thought of? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Or singing what I'm thinking. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Otherwise, I wouldn't be a fan. Because I'd be like, not a fan, sorry. Yeah, a fan. I wouldn't be a fan if anything she fucking didn't speak to me. That's called channeling. Like, this bitch has channeled me through some of her fucking songs. Like Heavy Metal Lover, GUY. Obviously, GUY. That shit was too fucking obvious because I was trying so fucking hard to be a fucking celebrity, like fucking crazy. And then that song came out, but she was already a celebrity, so I don't understand what she was talking about. She already reached Michael Jackson status, if anything, at an even higher level because of the fucking internet. And so quickly, too, for her to make a song like that. She wants to be just like them, and it's just like, bitch, no, you don't, because you're already them. But me, I wanted to be just like them. But now that I've got it, it's just like, actually, I hate everyone. Like, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I fucking wanted. Like, Heavy Metal Lover, it rings a lot more towards what I wanted. And at the end of the day, I was born blonde, so my inner reality is blonde. So, and most women find it kind of strange to bleach their fucking pussy because, I don't know, chemical burn is chemical burn. So I don't really think she chemically dyed her pubes blonde. I'm just fucking saying. And number two, chemical. No, I'm just saying, dude. Like nobody's gonna be putting Garnier on their pussy, and fucking, putting the flat iron on their fucking pussy. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's perming their pussy. Nobody's straightening their fucking pussy hairs. That's what she's trying to fucking make it seem like this is a normal event, and then trying to fucking make it seem like I'm Gaga, so I would do that. And it's just like, no, you wouldn't. No, you fucking wouldn't. You wouldn't pierce your clit, would you? Okay, exactly. Has she pierced her nipples or her fucking clit? Okay, well, there's your answer. She wouldn't do that. She ain't on that level. I'm just saying. Me potentially, yes. Me potentially, yes. But her, no. And of course, she'll fight to the death and be like, I'm just like all of you. I'm just like all of you. And I'm just like, no, girl, you're a little bit of a toned down bisexual. Don't fucking play it. Don't fucking play it. Because otherwise, your mom would whoop your ass, not because you're being yourself, but because you're trying to be something that you're not. That's the only reason why your mom would whoop your ass. That's the only reason. And y'all know damn well Cynthia would whoop ass. She just has a face of a Catholic strict mother. She has the face. She just has the fucking face. Of course she's gonna be like, oh no, I would never do that. Cynthia would say that. Of course I would never do that. But it's just like, yes you would, because it's written all over your face. And Beyonce would come up and be like, it's written all over your face. Baby, I can see the strict mother. You know you're God's saving grace. You're everything she needs and more. It's written all over your face. We all know damn well, like Gaga will show her mom will let her theatrically do that because she's representing certain people. But at the end of the day, when the fucking dildo comes off her fucking head, oh girl, Gaga is toned down. She's like Gianluca Conte. Because I'm telling you, he tones his ass down around his fucking mom. Because I know damn that she's a strict Catholic fucking mother. I'm just fucking saying. I'm just saying, have y'all ever met a Catholic? Girl, I'm just fucking saying. They look all nice and cheery, but at the end of the fucking day, girl, you know those people that look all nice and cheery and blah, 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 but at home they whooping ass? Well, exactly. That's what a Catholic is. And they come out, the kids come out, and they're just like, hey! And it's just like, girl, you just got your ass. We can tell it in your fucking face. Cynthia just whooped your fucking ass. She's really trying to fucking claim it. I just know. I just fucking know. Because I just know. She's really trying to fucking make it seem like her mom is like, she's always been like a meth addict. And she's like, her family is so dysfunctional off the fucking ass that she can do whatever she wants. It's like, no, girl, your family is functional as hell. Don't be playing that. No. Mm-mm. She has one. She has, I'd say in the celebrity world, it's like, as far as I've seen, she has the only functional family I've ever fucking seen in the celebrity world. With the exception of like the Osborne family, like they're very functional and very realistic. Not like Joe Rogan's whole, oh yeah, my wife and Angela Tonkian's wife, oh yeah, she's so fucking, they're all stuck inside 24/7. Sharon is having the time of her fucking life. Now Angelina Jolie talking on, it's like, bitch, this bitch is trapped at home. She's like living like she's poor. It's like, what the fuck is even going on here? They live like they're poor. I'm being serious. And then she has a net worth of £1 million, of £1 million British. Bitch, goodbye. Give me a fucking break. Surge, and it's always stayed stagnant for years. She's always just simply had a fucking net worth of £1 million British. And Surge has always had the net worth of $1 million. Always and always and always and always and always. So I made this song, and it goes like this. It goes, oh, darling, teleportation's real, but I've had it all. What's your deal? My life's perfect, filled with grace. While you're lost, stuck in your place, God's been guiding me from the start. While you're just destined to fall apart. Born to suffer, Born too late. I've got providence, you've got fate. My life's harmony, order light. Your chaos, dysfunction, endless night. You can't even find love in your small space. What makes you think you'll keep up with my grace? Well, that is Paris Hilton singing to me, and she's practically telling me that I was born too late, as in she was born in the 80s, Serge was born in the 60s, they were all born so much earlier than I was, so they have the advantage. So they have the fucking advantage, and I have no power or no saying anything. That's what she's implying. She's implying, why would you even like an older man? Well, a movie named Queer just came out, and that's why. That's why I would ever like an older man. That's why. I don't know. Y'all should see it. It's an A24 movie. But Serge is really trying to fucking play it. He's really been lately trying to hint that. He's been like alluding to that, like, oh no, I'm so old now, blah 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 blah. And it's just like, okay, I'm still GTF. I still fuck. Do you understand? Like, and this nigga will try to fucking make it seem like I'm not into younger. I'm not into those younger. He would say just say younger because he doesn't want to say younger guys. He's like, oh no, I'm not into younger guys, and of course he's into younger women, which is not even congruous. I'm just saying, younger CGI women, not younger real women. I'm just saying younger AI generated women. Um, Because remember when he was talking about, well, number one, you don't talk about that because it's supposed to be private. But remember when he was talking about how his very private wedding was had in like the hills of fucking Bel Air, and he was like, and they went to some park, some public park. I was like, okay, how is this a private wedding? Y'all went to a public park and had the fucking wedding at a fucking public park. Everyone in the fucking audience sitting on the benches were literally slouching. They were like, bitch, they all had this fucking like, what the fuck look on their face, and like, bitch, I'm ready to fucking leave face. I just came here for the rum. Like, really, they were just like, I just came here for the fucking rum and the fucking champagne. That's it. And nobody was clapping. Everyone was just like the most fucking like weird wedding. And guess who publicly released the photos of Serge's wedding? His brother. You would think that his own family would never reveal private matters of Serge, but his brother was the one that released it to the fucking internet. In other words, the press. Like, you would think you could trust your own brother in that matter, and it's just like, nah. He's just like, nah. I'm just gonna post it, even though you already practically said that you're having a private wedding. So you practically told everyone that you had a private wedding, so it's no longer private. And then you married a CGI. So it was like never, it wasn't even real to begin with. It's just like, it wasn't even private or public. It was just never real. Because the bitch looks like Angelina Jolie Tonkion. She really looks, and one thing I didn't notice in the stage and the audience was the stage, remember, theater. One thing I didn't notice was Deanna Dalma Livian. There was a girl, the flower girl, looked so strangely like Rumi. For some strange reason, she looked identical to Rumi Tonkion. I don't understand because he wasn't born back then, as far as I know. And so many people, this is another thing, this is how I know the baby isn't fucking real, because so many people mistake Rumi for being a girl. So it's just like, okay, well, obviously the boy isn't real because nobody's mistaken Beyonce's children as boys. I'm just saying. And then the strangeness of Beyonce having a child named Rumi. So strange. So strange. Of course, Beyonce's gonna be like, I've never heard of System of a Down. What is that? They're just not one of the most famous heavy metal bands to have ever existed in the history of heavy metal music. They're just not that. They're just a garage band. Because they look like a garage band. That's the only reason why they're a garage band. Because they literally, their entire career has always looked like they just came out of the fucking garage. None of it looks like fucking Lady Gaga. You know, Lady Gaga looks like she started in the garage and flourished. Now, System of a Down looks like they literally stayed in the garage and they still stay in the garage and then they go out and they're still garage people. I'm just fucking saying. My life's harmony, order light, yours chaos, dysfunction, endless night. You can't even find love in your small space. What makes you think you'll keep up with my grace? That's Paris Hilton. Like, Paris Hilton would literally, if I gave her the rights to those lyrics, she would fucking start a whole fucking song and have a whole fucking album. And guess what? People would still worship her. They'd still that shit. She's talking about, oh no, my album went number one on Bill. No, that shit will go platinum. That shit will go diamond because it's so fitting for her fucking persona. It's so fitting for her. Oh, darling, teleportation's real, but I've had it all. What's your deal? My life's perfect, filled with grace. My life's harmony, order light. What makes you think you'll keep up with my grace? My life's perfect, divine and clear. While you're drowning in doubt and fear, revelations mine, I've seen the truth. While you're chasing dreams of youth, born to suffer, born to wait. Born to fail, no chance to rise. My life's the answer, yours is the disguise. My life's harmony, order light. Yours chaos, dysfunction, endless night. You can't even find love in your small space. What makes you think you'll keep up with my grace? That would literally, I'm telling you, that's so Paris Hilton. That is so fucking Paris Hilton. Like, imagine she would literally create a fucking album called I Own the World. Heiress of the planet, literally. The only heiress alive. Like, she should do that. She should, that would be funny. The only heiress alive. The one and only heiress. Wait, what was it? Little girl, don't nobody want you. You ain't me, so go and get screwed. You thought you was something, but you had my little brain pumping, and it was your dog that you was humping. Oh, sweetie, I don't play with change. Your whole life is cheap, it's honestly strange. Diamonds on my neck, you're out of your league. Better step back, don't dirty my boutique. I'm rich, I'm better, I'm born to slay. You're broke, you're bitter, just walk away. I shine like a diamond, you're just a stone. This world is my kingdom, now bow to the throne. That is so Paris Hilton, I swear to fucking God. Like, I want to just hand her the rights to that and have her just fucking do a world tour. Y'all know how, ooh, girl, the fucking arenas would be packed off the fucking wall because people would love that. They'd be like, that is so fitting for her. That is so unbelievably fitting. And then she'd be like, thanks, Erla. She would literally do that shit. After, sorry, Erla, she'd be like, thanks, Erla. Walk into the fucking bank. I'd be like, nah, bitch, I have some royalties in that. But really, at the end of the day, I'd be like, nah, girl, you can fucking keep all the fucking royalties because at the end of the day, really, like, I don't really want to be involved in this. I just really, like, I already said, I'm a gay man. I'm a polyamorous gay man. And after all of that, you could claim I'm a celebrity. You could claim, I'm not claiming it. Of course, she'll be like, nobody even knows you. And I'll be like, no, actually, people do know me, and that's the fucking problem because I want privacy. But yeah, Serge is over here. Yeah, of course, always. And Joe Tonkian, Joe, Ho Rogan, Hulk Rogan. I know Hulk is gay because I was just like, okay, what is even the point of this? He's fucking gay. Really, like I know he's gay because really I looked at all the dynamics and I was like, I mean, why is he looking like that, mingling with Logan Paul? So he's gay. I'm just fucking saying. So I was like, I just came to that conclusion. Um, Jeff Wittick is fucking gay off the fucking ass. I don't even know why that's even being mentioned. Like, it's just like, it's kind of like mentioning, like, whenever it's daytime, the sun comes out, unless you're in the North Pole and it's wintertime. Um, just obvious stuff, like, George Tanko is gay. I mean, he mingled with them for too long, so obviously he's gay. Um, I'm assuming like half of the fucking guys around, like the camera guys and all that. Like I'm pretty sure they're all fucking gay around fucking Logan Paul. Um, Bobby Lee is bi. I mean, he brought a bi man to fucking Jeffree Star is bi. Like I know this for a fucking fact because he was fucking Raquel Reed and he was very proud of that. And Raquel Reed wasn't denying it. She wasn't like, oh, he's nasty as hell. He's obviously a bisexual, and truly he's a fucking bisexual because he will kill gay men. He's known in the community for not really being kind to gay men and killing them or straight women. He's very kind to bisexuals though, and I've noticed that he's like hella fucking kind to them. Um, I'm about to go eat.